Questions which mention resolution are normally 1 or 2 mark questions. So they're not something to worry about, but let's get every mark. So resolution is the smallest value any measuring instrument can accurately measure. So it's to do with how accurately you can make measurements given the equipment you have. But it's the smallest value any measuring instrument can accurately measure. So let's have a look. So there you go, ruler, that's a measuring instrument. The smallest difference it can accurately measure, well, if you look, I've got little notches. The smallest difference it can do is 1 millimeter. So its resolution is 1 millimeter. That is how accurate it is. Is it accurate to 1 millimeter? So its resolution is 1 millimeter. Another example, thermometer. The smallest difference this can accurately measure, well, if we look at the scale, I'll start at 0. Well, I'm not quite sure what it goes up in, so I'm going to guess and check. So I'm going to guess it goes up in ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's not 5, it's 10. I must have guessed wrong. So I'll have another go. I'll say it goes up in twos. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes, it goes up in twos. So the smallest difference it can accurately measure is 2 degrees C. So its resolution is 2 degrees C. That thermometer is accurate to 2 degrees C. Another example, a Newton meter. So this Newton meter, well, the smallest difference it can accurately measure is between these small notches. So I need to know what they're worth. Again, I'm going to have to work out what it counts up in because, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notches and it's up to 1. So again, I'll guess and check. It must go up in less than 1, so let's guess it goes up in 0.1s. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Nope, that's not 0.5, it's 1. So it must be going up in 0.2s, but I'll check. 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1. Yes. So it goes up in 0.2 newtons. So that is my resolution. It's the smallest difference it can measure. Now, you could get a question like that on your exam where they literally print a picture of a measuring instrument and ask you the resolution. You're just being asked, what does it count up in? What's the smallest thing it could measure? What's the smallest difference it can measure? But along with questions where they can print the actual picture, they can also ask you resolutions just from results. So the table shows the students' results. What was the resolution of the ammeter? Well, current in amps, so I've got to look at this column. Ammeters measure current, so I'm ignoring this column. I'm only bothered about this one. Now, the resolution, remember, is what does it count up in? Well, all I have to do is look at the number of decimal places. 0.00. So the smallest thing it could have measured is 0.01 because that's how many decimal places it has. So I can tell that's my resolution. Another example. So again, we've got a table that's actually about a micrometer and a ruler. So 2 different instruments that could be used to measure distance. You probably haven't used the top one, but it doesn't matter for the question. Complete the sentence, choose the answer from the box. The results show that compared to the ruler, the micrometer has a higher. Well, the micrometer can measure down to 0.01 centimeters. The ruler can only measure down to 0.1 centimeters. So this one, the micrometer, has a better resolution. That means it has a higher resolution. And one final example. The student repeated the investigation using an improved method. So this is a different question. The results were obtained and we've got our results. The student used a thermometer to measure the temperature of the water inside each bag. What was the resolution of the thermometer? Well, every one of my temperature readings goes to 1 decimal place. So the smallest difference they could have measured is 0.1 to the 1 decimal place. So my resolution is 0.1. So I hope you can now get those little 1 markers on resolution.